Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Aldershot Regional, with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard.
Hi.
Hi, Richard. Richard's currently eating ice cream, so he's probably going to be a little bit, distracted for a while. So today we've got Ollie playing Greyjoy Crossing versus Calvin playing Night's Watch Wolf. I forgot to set the camera, well, I forgot to start recording on the camera, which is why setup is already on the board, because I am rubbish and forgot. But it's there now, so we can see what they've got. So Ollie there then has got a Duped Asher, 2 Chuds, King Balon, and then we also have, I think that's a Boosty Boat, and
What's he playing?
2
Greyjoy
Great
Crossing?
Halls? Yeah, Greyjoy Crossing. And then Calvin there has got Crowkillers. Oh, Richard, help me with these. What locations are they for Calvin?
Looks like Underground Vault and Queen's Crown.
Queen's Crown. Can you remind me what that does?
Yeah, kneel it to reveal the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and you can put a character in the discard pile and the other 2 on the bottom of the deck.
Okay, is there a trigger for that?
Just an action.
Okay, cool. So plot-wise then, Ollie played some Harvest and Calvin played Time of Plenty. Ollie has marshalled his cards already. He's put out the new Theon. Calvin here just marshalling, so he's got another Underground Vault there. And decided to Queen's Crown now. So we've got there a Reader and 2 Iron Mines. Okay. So Calvin there putting the Reader into the discard pile. Do you want to say something, Richard?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you started to talk. So, Calvin there, I think I can see, like, I think that's milk in his hand. So he might have something mean to do with that. He's got quite a bit of gold. What's that? 8 gold over there. So he can marshal a fair bit if he wanted to. Well, got to see what he's playing. Do you have anything to contribute about the tournament itself, Richard?
No.
You're rubbish.
Sorry.
Oh, one thing I will say though, guys, is just want to apologise for the lack of videos recently. Basically, we've had a few issues. So, like, as you know, audio issues. The Guardians of Tyr very kindly have lended us their microphone. So we've got this for a couple of episodes, but then I think they're going to be wanting it back once L5R is up and running for their podcasts. So it might come to another standstill, or try and get as many videos out before then. So yeah, we've been trying to edit videos, but we went to Varberg for the Varberg Morgulis Road to Starlock tournament last weekend as well. So we've been away for a bit. And we're also moving house, so we're going to be a little bit slower, I think, than normal. So, yeah, just apologies for that. Calvin, though, has now started his marshalling. So we've got a Frozen Solid on the Seastone Chair, which is definitely a good thing. And then Egret there coming out. Same with 3, so they've got 2 characters. That's interesting. Do you not think he's worried about being attacked military-wise?
Yeah. Probably.
Anything else to add to that? That's like... You're too busy eating peanut butter ice cream. Okay, I see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be stuck with me for a bit here. And so, challenges-wise then, it's Ollie's challenges first. He's first player. Considering there's no king on the board, I guess just a little cheeky military with King Balon makes sense. So we'll see if he does that. I think that would be the best option because, of course, he'll be able to... Oh, okay, hello. Or he's just going to do it with Theon. That's interesting.
You could We Do Not Sow if it's unopposed.
He is We Do Not Sowing.
Why didn't he We Do Not Sow the Frozen Solid?
God knows. So he's played We Do Not Sow on the Queen's Crown. And taken 1 for an oppose. Claim of the Crowkillers there. And then I'm assuming Renown's going to happen.
Renown?
Oh no, not Renown, because he didn't use Balon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have just put Balon in because he wouldn't have knelt. And then Power, which is going to be unopposed, nothing to claim, plus Renown and Balon. Yeah, I wonder why I didn't put Balon into the military.
Well, Theon wouldn't have got the unopposed. Theon only worked alone.
Okay, I see. Oh, okay, so we've got an intrigue from Egret. It's unopposed because no intrigue icons, and Tears of Lys on Asher.
Huh.
So Calvin there getting one for unopposed as well in a moment.
Why not Balon, do you think, or Theon?
Because he wants to Valar.
Seems good.
Yeah? Because also he's seen that 2 iron mines are on the top of Ollie's deck, right? So
Now
if
they're
he...
on the bottom.
Are they on the bottom, are they? Oh, that's mean. So he knows that Ollie doesn't have those saves, for example, and they're not coming. He doesn't know about Risen, obviously, but I don't know. I think maybe a Valar.
Who aggressively Valar a Greyjoy deck? I wouldn't say it's a smart play.
Oh, Varys! Okay, that's making more sense. So Last of the Giants play Varys in. And
Who's playing this?
this is Calvin on the right.
I've literally never seen Calvin play Giants and Varys.
No? I totally should have thought of that, shouldn't I? But yeah, well done, Calvin. That was very mean. That's Balon, Theon, Asher, all gone in an instant.
That was very well done.
I'm impressed. I didn't even see that coming. I probably should have done. I've watched
Even
enough of these
Tears to get
videos.
rid of the dupe.
Yeah. Well done, Calvin. We are impressed officially. Yeah? You nearly finished your ice cream? Yeah? Okay. Was it good? Worth it? And now you're going again. Okay. Bye, Richard. Sticky fingers from the ice cream, I think. So plot-wise then, they're just both having a little think about what they want to play. Ollie's probably pretty thrown by the fact he's just lost about 5 characters in one go. Calvin probably feeling quite pleased with himself for pulling it off. So I'd imagine that Ollie will probably try and play some kind of
Calvin pulling off? What?
Hi, Richard. I imagine Ollie will try and play a high econ plot to try and get some more characters back out onto the board. Calvin, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, so time of plenty from Ollie. Decent gold, plus gets an extra card. Calvin's getting all the cards, counting coppers, plus time of plenty, so... How much...
Calvin's got 2 econs on the board. So he's going to end up with 6 gold.
I was going to say, I always forget how the underground vaults work. How they work?
If your opponent has 5 gold or more.
Ah, okay. You
in
stink
plot
of
income.
peanut butter, Jesus. I really hate the smell of peanut butter and just peanuts.
I feel ashamed.
You should do. Your peanut butter breath. I'm kind of tempted to send you to go and brush. Don't huff at me. Huff your stinky breath at me.
You deserve it.
Go brush your teeth
You
or
deserve
something.
everything. Yeah, but then you'll complain that I'm not here to help you commentate.
Oh, at least we contributed now, I guess. It's always good.
So, do you understand now how underground vaults work?
Yes, if the opponent has 5 gold or more, and that's including Road, right?
It is, yeah.
Ah, see, I remember that bit.
Well done.
Then you get 2, otherwise it's 1. Is that right?
Correct.
Awesome. There's too many of these, faction-only econ thingies at the moment.
One per faction.
Well, yeah, but they've all got different things they do, don't they?
Yes.
It's like...
That's like their thing.
Oh, no, it's like Sea Tower and Illyria's Estate, you know, it's 0 cost, you kneel it, and it reduces by 1. Whereas the different little vaults and stuff like that, they've all got a different way of working, and I always get mixed up about what does what.
Different vaults? There's only one vault.
Well, you know what I mean, the vault and the
two
port
cost
and
limited.
Yeah, markets, whatever.
Money supermarket.
Yes, that one.
This game is going slow.
It's a very slow game. I think basically people may have gathered this from Calvin's Last of the Giants Varys play already. It's actually from I edited this a few days ago. what I remember, it's actually quite an interesting game in the way it's played because there's just so many. It's heavy reset and being mean. From what I remember.
Jesus.
That's a big.
I mean,
you can get the Queen's crown.
Why do you sound so excited?
I don't know.
Are you rooting for Ollie?
Oh no, I was just like, oh, you can get something. There's something in the discard pile.
I mean, I love Calvin. He's a great guy. He's a top man and provider of drugs. But,
not like illegal drugs, just to classify.
But his games always go to time. He really gets his money worth when he goes to tournaments. He's got all the vaults.
He's got all the vaults.
What magic is this?
It's like Tamash on the wall. Always has the wall duped and set up or something, isn't it?
Probably. You know what Tamash is like. He just wins.
Winner of everything.
I don't think people bother playing against him anymore. They probably just concede.
Well, we had Varberg.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Got to the final.
He did. It was quite funny afterwards because he's like, I've won everything recently, so I didn't have a runners-up mat. I was like,
wow.
I just wanted a mat. Just any mat would be fine.
Wasn't the runners-up mat the same as the winners mat?
Yeah. I think it just had like different writing on it. What's that? Is that a Wildling Horde?
I don't know. Yes, it looks like a Wildling Horde.
That's random. And one character.
Well, it looks like, it could win the challenge, but I don't think it will because Ollie has a ship.
Yeah.
Although you're on milk, he won't be taking any Queen's crown.
I know, I saw the milk come out. I was like, oh, right, okay. I like how Ollie's just like, I'm not putting it on you on properly. It can just sort of float nearby.
I mean, he has Pike. So he could just get the military unopposed. He would have to claim the Wildling Horde.
Calvin's just like, I'm gonna use it. Boost Wildling Horde. And I was like, yeah, whatevs. Boost Ein Fleet Scout. So, Ollie wins.
That was a fantastic imaginary exchange that happened in your mind.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how the exchange went. And then a power of the church that goes unopposed, so unopposed can claim. So Ollie leading now 5-0. Although it looks like it's going to be a tie for Dom. Yeah. What do you think? What's Calvin going to do?
Don't know. Valor? He could Valor. I don't.
You think it's a bit premature to Valor? Just two characters?
I do, yeah.
It depends what other resets Calvin is running as well. I mean, if he's got like 5 billion resets, which is what he apparently has, Valor could just be fine. And Duron's a big threat on the board anyway.
I mean, Calvin playing the kind of list. Wait, isn't it Night's Watch Wolf? Yeah, because he's got frozen solids. So, in theory, when you think Night's Watch Wolf, you think attrition heavy, you think ward, you think Arya with the stealth. The frozen solids as well to shut down your opponent's locations. And you think like quite heavy attrition, keep the board small.
Have we seen any actual Night's Watch or Stark characters yet? I feel like we've only seen wildlings. Crow Killers, Egret,
oh God, Calvin, you're not doing that, are you?
Are you doing that, Calvin?
Oh, you make me so sad.
What?
No.
What do you mean no?
You're right, aren't you? Crow Killers, Egret, Wildling Horde, Varys, they're all neutral characters.
I like neutral decks. There we go.
Ballard to Coppers. Is Ollie going to find rhythm from the sea? Because I mean, that's exactly what I would be looking for.
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, so Ollie going first there so he can trigger his coppers before the Valar. Does he find one? We know he's not gonna... Wow.
I was expecting that sort of list.
Oh, no reasons!
Calvin should probably play Hand's Judgment, maybe.
Yeah, he's probably got some in hand anyway. Because against a Greyjoy player as well, you'd probably not Valar unless you had a couple of Hand's Judgments in hand. Unless you don't run Hand's Judgment, but that's unlikely. However, Ollie here only getting 2 gold. That's not very fun.
Yeah, but he got Great Hall.
Yeah.
He got a Sea Tower.
The Great Halls only work on uniques.
Yeah.
I'm really like, I really can't decide with Great Halls because the fact they only work on uniques really upsets me. It's like, we've got a deck that's not got that many uniques in. Great Halls are rubbish.
You realise though, like at Varberg, I made an achievement by being able to marshal a 7-coster without paying any gold. Yeah. And it wasn't even a lord or lady, it was Dagmar. Where you see two sea towers, 2 Great Halls and fealty to get him out. So yeah, Great Halls are great if you run a lot of 6 and 7 costers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fact.
Well done.
And even if you run a lot of unique, they're fine. You're looking at me as if I'm talking shit. I'm not talking shit.
No. I
People
agree.
will happily back me up on this.
I know. I do agree. Cool. To be completely honest, I was sitting here racking my brains trying to think what the achievement was that I got in Varberg. I knew what it was, but I couldn't remember the character.
You got an achievement?
Yeah, I got an achievement.
What did you do?
I marshalled a character that had a dupe. Well, it had at least 2 protections on it, so mine was a dupe and a bodyguard. That was marchable on setup.
That seemed dumb. Why did you do that?
Because it was for the achievement, because I was doing absolutely shit at the tournament. I thought, well, at least I can get an achievement, maybe win something like that. Did
you get marched?
No, I didn't even get marched. That was the best bit. I think it was like, what was I playing? I was stuck. I think it was like a duped Ned or a duped Rob or something with a bodyguard. Was it? No, it weren't Blackfish.
I don't know. I'm just saying words. I'm just saying words.
Is that another Queen's Crown?
Yes. No, it's an Ocean Road.
Oh. I'm also loving the fact that Ollie's only set up with a Dampy.
Dampy. So good he got a nickname.
What the hell has Calvin just played all of that?
You've just realised.
Oh, that's a Night's Watch character!
You've got 3 underground vaults. So that's a gold each for each of those. You've got an Ocean Road and 2 gold. That's 6 resources. So 3 for the Crow Killers, leaving him with 3. 1 for the Steward, leaving him with 2. Kneeling the Steward, paying the remaining 2 for Waymar.
Right, Mr. Know-It-All.
Of course, the danger is now if Ollie wins Dom. Because Calvin has no military claim. He does, however, have a lower reserve, so his Crow Killers can get 2 unopposed challenges for nothing.
So Ollie passed his challenges. Calvin's doing a military with non-kneeling Crow Killers, which goes unopposed but no claim. And then the Intrigue, again, non-kneeling.
So essentially, if Calvin goes in for the power with Waymar, he loses Dom and Euron comes back.
So Calvin's deliberately leaving there so that he doesn't let Ollie win Dom. So I think it's a tie for Dom, if I understood that in the exchange correctly.
You'd have to think at some point Ollie will play his own Valar.
I think that Calvin's marching here. Because, let's face it, that's the kind of deck that Calvin has. Although, I feel kind of like let down that there's Night's Watch characters on the board now. I was getting really...
Calvin, you betrayed her.
I know, I thought, wow, they're all neutral characters, this is going to be great.
Look,
and then it's like, oh,
look, Calvin's just playing a fun deck, not a stupid deck.
Hey, what are you trying to say about my neutrals decks?
It's a stupid deck.
Oh. But we play to have fun.
No, we don't. We play to vanquish our enemies and parade around in glory.
I don't have any enemies. Apart from Joel Pearson, who's my rival on Iron Throne thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want Joel as a rival. Joel's really, really good.
And not rival, nemesis.
Oh, nemesis. That's even worse. Oh, yeah, because on the Isle of Raven...
What is it? Go on.
Your nemesis are people who you basically can't beat. And your rivals are people that you beat very comfortably.
Yeah. So he's my nemesis because he's like 5-0 against me or something.
Man, you suck.
Yeah, I know.
Against Joel.
We've got a winter festival to march to the wall. There was a reason I mentioned Joel, by the way, because round 3 is me versus Joel, coming to your screen soon.
I really look forward to that.
It's a good game.
Good.
Marched has happened.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye.
This is good for Calvin.
Building up the characters.
Especially as he also still has lower reserve. March the reserve is 5, Winter Festival the reserve is 6.
Ooh. And also, because Ollie's plot is 5 gold, pro killers don't kneel.
What?
Oh no, not that. The bolts work.
The bolts work, that's it.
The bolts work, that's what we meant to say, guys. Oh dear. Yeah, it's the smell of peanut butter. It's like going to my head. It's like putting me off. I'm being glared at.
You're just being really bizarre tonight. Your focus on peanut butter is quite frankly disturbing.
Your smell of peanut butter is quite frankly disturbing.
It could be worse.
Yeah, someone could like marshal a white tree or something.
Nah, Calvin doesn't. What the hell? He does. Is that a raven?
There is a messenger raven.
Is that a ranging party or something?
I think so.
Calvin's got too much stuff. He's probably quite happy as well.
Did he not use his ocean road?
He hasn't marshalled anything out of faction. Don't know.
Yeah. But he does use the white tree to steal the gold from Ollie.
What a nasty man.
Bo ha 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 ha.
He's lacking somewhat on the board, Ollie is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is.
Well, we'd have to assume that he's going to marshal something now.
He needs to get something out.
He's definitely got enough. Sorry, he's definitely got enough economy, hasn't he?
He got Great Halls. He got a sea tower.
Rose Road for next round.
He got thing.
I mean, the thing is he needs to set up at least 2 characters, because one's probably going to die to a military challenge. And so he's got 4 gold, 2 Great Halls, and a reducer. Yeah, I guess that's enough. You'd need a big that you can use the Great Halls on, and then like some chud, I guess.
Yeah, like a Balon or Victorian, along with a 2-cost and maybe like Wex or an actual shitty chud, shipwright, whatever.
Yeah.
Newly made lord, that seemed good.
Are they unique?
No, not unique, no.
He's just not Great Halls for him.
Oh, he's made an error. Uh-oh. Calvin's like, hang on a minute, mate. I ain't letting you get away with this. Give me my tree back. So Ollie had to pay all of his gold now.
Oh no.
Oh no, he gets 1 back. Yeah, he gets 1 back.
At least it was rectified.
It was.
That must make Ollie.
One simply does not pull the wool over Calvin's eyes. Calvin sees everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why he doesn't have any hair? Is it like to keep like the whole like top part of his head like, you know, non-covered?
Possibly, yeah.
So he can see everything.
That's why he has a rug on his face.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's why, you know, so he can just stroke it and look wise.
What's that?
Don't know.
Cool.
Top insight on the White Walkers. Tune in again. This is great. I mean, Calvin just got a board that everyone would love to have against the board that everyone loved their opponent to have. Sod all.
Yeah, I think if I was Ollie at this point, I'd be feeling a bit concerned. But Calvin very kindly pointing out the Winter Festival there for Ollie.
What?
And then as a dominance action, Calvin bought the Messenger Ravenback Tan straw card.
That is nice of Calvin to do that.
He's a nice guy, isn't he?
I mean, you check out the Knight of the Blackwater. I mean, I do the same for Callum Gillespie. You know, in our top 4 games.
So basically what you've just said is like, oh, Calvin's a nice guy for telling him, I did the same thing. If you watch another channel, you can see it. I did it. I'm a nice person, really.
That's exactly what I did. I'm glad you noticed, honey.
Yeah. Oh, yes, but we should take this opportunity to promote our other channels, like, well, fellow channel people. So Knight of the Blackwater. They also have Aldershot Regional Games.
Correct.
In fact, have they completed theirs yet?
Yes.
They have.
They're waiting on us to catch up.
Okay.
And Ben also has UK Nationals.
He does.
Check them out.
Definitely. I managed to avoid the camera on that one. He came to me on the first game and was like, can you be on camera? And I was like, Ben, I'm dying. I'm not going on camera. I then slept round 4 when I got a bye because I was playing so badly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was sad.
I think Ollie's going to play Valar or something.
Yeah, he's taken a while to think, isn't he?
I mean, you need to do something now. I mean, it's low enough gold that Calvin Vault won't trigger for 2. Yeah.
Well done, well called.
And he'll lose a card from Waymar Royce's reaction.
Yeah.
Which isn't great.
But it's not terrible, is it?
Yeah, he gets to kind of start fresh, although he is facing a 2 claim. Which can hurt.
Yeah, I think Ollie called that quite well. I'm not sure if Calvin realised what Ollie might be doing.
I think a 2 claim plot is a really good counter to Valar.
Do you think?
Yeah, because Ollie can't hit him for military. So all Calvin has to do is get a military icon out, and he got 2 claim pressure.
That's true. I didn't think of it like that.
So
I was thinking, oh no, he's not going to be able to play anything out to do any of his challenges with to get the 2 claim. But yeah, I think you're right in what you're saying.
So Calvin can really pressure Ollie on at least one challenge front, providing that he has characters in hand.
Yeah, I mean, Calvin just pulled a little finger from Ollie's hand.
That was a good pull, I think.
Yeah, as the Waymar trigger. So, like you said, that's a really good pull because Ollie's probably going to be wanting a few more cards now to give him a few more options.
It's a really good pull, however, that would have been the only thing Ollie could have played unless he had Wet. Because he got 2 gold, plus 1 for the Rose Road, so that's 3. And 2 Great Halls.
And a Sea Tower.
Sea Tower can't reduce Little Finger.
No.
Because he's neutral. So yeah.
2 Great Halls, a Sea Tower, and oh, flipping heck, he's back.
Oh, flipping heck.
That's a good big to have back.
It is, because he can participate in 2 challenges. And that is good.
Yep, 2 lots of renown. And Calvin's already used his marched.
And he can have stealth.
Oh yeah, because Pike.
Not that I think Ollie's used it yet.
No, I think he's kind of forgotten about it. Because he had it out like an earlier round, didn't he, where he could have used it and got the unopposed military. But I think he forgot to.
I mean, Balon can be pretty strong here. He can have stealth. He can boost himself to 8 strength.
Is that including the ship?
Yeah. 7 strength in the first challenge because he'll have -1, but 8 strength for the power challenge.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, like Balon's abilities near a location to get stuff. Could Balon use the frozen?
Yes.
He could?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I mean. 8 strength, so he's 5 strength now. You can boost him by 2 for the ship for 7. And assuming he's already knelt Pike to give Balon stealth, he could then trigger his ability to kneel the Seastone chair, which is a Greyjoy location, to give him 8 strength. So that seemed pretty powerful.
I don't think he'd need that much strength unless he's got put to a sword or something. But
he doesn't need that much strength, no. However, Calvin looks like he's marshalled a couple of birds and a ranging party.
Indeed. So he can only actually do 1 challenge with his 2 claim. Do you think he'll go for military or power? I'd probably go for power.
He's not going to win it.
It depends if Ollie does 2 challenges.
Nah, Ollie won't do 2 challenges unless, he doesn't think it through. But if you're Ollie, you maybe poke him with a military challenge just so you can get the renown and maybe an unopposed. If you use Pike on Balon, he will be unopposed, so that's 2 power for nothing.
Yeah.
And then you leave him standing. That way, ranging party will come in for 5 strength for whichever challenge, and you can use the ship to boost Balon and defend for more than the ranging party. So you get away with it scot-free.
That's a very good way of thinking of it.
That's what I would be thinking.
So Ollie there just wondering how to indicate that he's doing a military with Balon. So Calvin's sort of demonstrating the exclusive hand motion for non-kneeling character attacks.
Lasciviously rub the card so it bobbles up and down.
Pretty much how you need to do it. And then
a free 2 power for Ollie.
Yeah, unopposed and renown.
And then pass.
Well, we'll see,
right?
Won't we?
You will pass.
Yeah. Waiting with bated breath.
So you mentioned earlier, take a moment to shout out our other content providers.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the Knight of the Blackwater.
I did indeed.
Who else were you thinking of?
Thank you to the Je Suis Buzz channel.
Je Suis Buzz.
For giving us the stream of the
Cross Keys chapter pack review.
Yes.
That was a shambles.
It was horrendous. Most of them were drunk and had been playing Thrones for like 12 hours straight. But yeah, so we do also have the Cross Keys / Varberg / White Walkers chapter pack review on our channel too. So if you're bored and you've got a couple of beers in hand, then you can sit down and check it out or something.
I mean, everything was rated on a scale of good or shit.
Yeah.
And if you rated the entire stream, it would probably be shit. But yes, also check out Je Suis Buzz for the Varberg matches.
Yep, amazing recording equipment that he had. I was extremely impressed and very, very jealous. But yeah, he did a fantastic job with the streaming and the recording. So, and also the commentators on the day were amazing too. So yeah, well done, guys.
Were they? I didn't hear any commentary.
No.
No. I assume they were amazing because it was Ben and Victor.
Yeah.
So.
And they stuck with it for the whole day. So.
And Ben's hilarious when he goes off on one.
Is he?
The Irish voice, it just makes it sound doubly funny.
We do actually have a few videos, the Batala videos from early in the year. We've been on them, but yeah, they were an experience. He knew a lot more about the stuff than I do. So Don-wise then, oh go on, you want to say?
Calvin's gonna march.
He's already played marched.
He might run 2, because he only brought 1 bird back to hand. I mean, you always want options, right? He must be, yeah.
Oh no, Ollie's not happy.
He must be sad, but he must have seen that coming. Who brings back 1 bird?
That's
I mean,
true.
if you're Calvin, you think, okay, I want draw. Now, the only reason he wouldn't take the other one back is A, if he expects Ollie to march, which I wouldn't expect Ollie to march. Or B, if you're going to march yourself and leave your guy there, and you throw your bird under the bus. Yeah.
So Ollie played Rise of the Kraken, so I'm guessing from that he didn't guess that much was happening. They're actually tied on initiative and on power, so they're just rolling dice there to decide who would be fair, who would get to choose. So Ollie there going first.
Bye, Balon.
Balon's gone. Ollie must be crying inside. And yeah, Calvin's sitting there quite happily with a ranging party.
Crying inside until he top decks a Victorian or something.
Yeah. So how much gold is it? Oh, he's not going to get much gold though either, is he? So he's got like 2 gold from the plot plus a Rose Road, so that's 3. Then Sea Town, 2 Great Halls.
Great Halls.
It's still like a fair amount.
You can get a Victorian out or a Dagmar out.
Yeah, Ollie's Crossing, right?
Yeah.
He's not done it yet, is he?
Maybe the first round. I don't recall. I mean, I was eating ice cream.
That's true.
So I wasn't really watching. I was just trying to shovel it in my mouth so I can hurry up and commentate.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Thank you. Thank you for thanking me.
You're welcome.
I am thankful.
Okay. That's good. So...
This is awkward. So what's Ollie Alan Rogers going to do? Is that his name? I might have just made that up.
Oh, it sounds right. It was at the beginning of the video. But I don't know. What metro is he from? Is he from London?
I don't know, he just kind of appeared. Maybe someone rubbed a magic lamp and he just came out to play for London. Because I'd never seen him anywhere before. I think I did ask him, but it's been...
We're a bit late with the Aldershot Regional. We apologise, guys.
Rebecca apologises. I still don't care. Is it?
You uncaring bastard.
Is it someone big? Oh. So he didn't die then. I thought he died.
I think he got barrassed, didn't he?
You're right. He got barrassed. Oh well. Seems good though.
Yeah. Should be able to get an unopposed through.
You should be able to win a 2-claim challenge either way, whether unopposed or not. Right.
Why are you saying that? Just interesting.
Well, because if he goes in for a challenge and he has lower strength, he will get it unopposed and win the challenge.
Yeah.
If he goes in with higher strength than the defending characters, he will win the challenge because he has higher strength.
Oh, right, I see what you're saying.
So
okay.
Unless Calvin has 2 characters of equal or lower strength and defends with them both, he ain't going to win against Theon.
Okay. Calvin's going to get loads of gold here, isn't he? Well, 4 for the march, 2 roads, that's 6, plus 3 bolts, so he's going to get 9 gold? Oh, and an ocean road. So you'd think that Calvin should be able to get a nice amount on his...
It depends, obviously, what he has in hand. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if he'd have bought both of those birds to hand, he might have had a better card, but then he wouldn't have been able to march.
Yeah. Ooh! What's that, Yoren? Is that his name?
Ooh, Yoren!
Is he the guy that marshals from the discard? Yeah,
yeah, he must be really, really sad. Ollie marshalled Theon.
Yeah! Yeah, that's true. Who did you grab?
Well, a shipwright, you could kneel out a pike or the boat.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, like, for example, if Asher is in the discard and in the dead pile, can you marshal from the discard?
Nope.
Okay, because she's dead.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing can enter play if there's a copy in the dead pile still.
Okay. I accept that.
Thank you for accepting my wisdom.
You are very wise.
What's Calvin doing?
Thinking.
He likes to procrastinate, this man.
I feel like they both do. But that's fine. Thinking it through carefully means that you're not going to do silly mistakes, right?
That is true. Although, I admit, I played Ollie at this tournament, and the game was over in 15 minutes. So, you know...
So maybe it's not Ollie.
It's definitely not Ollie.
Ooh, shipwright.
Yeah, you're going to do some nearly shit.
So with Yoren, do you just take it or do you have to pay for it?
Take it.
Oh, you don't have to pay?
You do not have to pay.
Oh, I think I have to pay for it. What's the restriction on it?
Printed cost 3 or lower.
Oh.
So you get a chud. Sometimes you get an impactful chud.
Like Theon?
Yeah. And he seems really good currently in the flea bottom decks. You know, when you play against someone running flea bottom, they like to populate their discard pile with impactful characters like Hotar, or, you know, people like that. And to take them, being able to take them out of the discard pile in the marshalling phase seemed like it could be advantageous.
Yeah, I can see that. Calvin's still got 6 gold there. He's gonna kneel. Oh, okay, kneeling. Pike. Marshalling. Is that another Varys?
It's a bird, isn't it?
It's not a bird. It's Varys. I just paid 6 for it.
Cool.
And it's got an icon. How can you think that's a bird. What's wrong with you?
All I can see is glare. Oh, that's better. Thanks for making the screen bigger so I can actually see it.
Just realised I've had the screen on like the smallest size.
Looking on a tiny window on a laptop.
Hey, you didn't realise either.
3 inches by 2 inches.
Well, this isn't that much better. It's only like... What?
This is amazing. It's like widescreen TV.
It's really not. But it's better than what it was. You feel happier now. You can see the board.
When have you ever known me to be happy?
Yeah, that's true. It's okay. Everyone gets grumpy sometimes, darling.
I was happy when I did Dagmar things.
I'm always happy when you do Dagmar things.
Dagmar. He's such a pretty man. With that bucked up face. That massive facial deformity.
He just looks so happy.
He does look happy.
A happy man. You're not deserving of such a happy man, Richard. You need to cheer up and be less grumpy and grouchy to be friends with such a happy man.
What?
Yeah, you heard.
I'm confused.
Cool.
On with the match.
It's Ollie's challenges.
What's Ollie doing? Look, he doesn't give a shit about this milk, does he? He just leaves it on his card. Like, I don't need to see the text anymore. I don't even need to see his traits. I don't need to know that he's Ironborn and a lord. Some people just don't care, do they?
Nope.
Nope. So
I think Ollie's more trying to think, how the hell can I get 2 claim off with my 2 claim thing and actually maybe possibly get something unopposed?
Well, he could get a 2 claim military. But what
how
would he...
strong is Sion?
2.
And the boat pushes him up to 4.
Correct.
So he can't, well, unless he puts them both in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess he'd have to put both of them into the military. Calvin would probably kill off Shipwright and Yoren.
I wonder, does he care that much about the military?
Probably not, but it's the only thing he can win. He can't win any other challenges.
Well, you could try and punch through a little intrigue challenge with Wex, knowing that the boat can take a win and take out Calvin's hand. He may have a We Do Not Sow, in which case he could burn the milk if he manages to get an unopposed.
I wouldn't let anything go unopposed. It's Rise of the Kraken.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
So
Calvin's in for the defence then.
Yeah, I'd imagine Calvin would be trying to defend everything, regardless of whether he can win it. But if I was Ollie, I think I'll go in the military with the 2.
You're right, it's actually not Calvin being slow this time. I can't believe I just mocked him on our channel for being, always going to time, always thinking too carefully. And now he looked kind of, like, what the fuck's going on? My opponent's doing what I do. It's so annoying.
We love you, Calvin. It's alright, Richard. I got you back.
Dear, oh dear. Poor Calvin. I do like Calvin.
He's lovely. Oh.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I guess either he's got the military unopposed or the power unopposed.
That's right. He's got it.
Okay, that makes more sense. Well, you defend the power, surely.
Yeah, I'm sure he can afford to lose the characters. But what characters do you kill? You kill off the Shipwright, fair enough.
Shipwright and Yoren, right?
Well, I'm sure he got more than 1 Yoren in his deck. I would imagine he is running 3.
But it's nice to have the threat of Varys on the board to stop Ollie from going a bit too, woo, with his characters.
Is that a dictionary definition there?
It's definitely the dictionary
Woo!
definition.
Okay, I got it.
So I imagine that Calvin is having the same thought process as us. He will either he'll either give Ollie 2 power for unopposed plus kill 2 of his characters, or he'll be losing 2 power and Ollie will be gaining like 4. So I think it's definitely better to defend the power instead. So He's letting the military go unopposed, so Ollie there getting 2 for the unopposed plus the 2 claim. And then if he does go into the power, which, yeah, he's going
You've got to do it to kneel out
the
ranging party.
Exactly, yeah. So Calvin here, I imagine, will just defend that. Yeah. And even if Ollie boosts him, it's not going to do anything. So Calvin, though, will be able to get through an unopposed intrigue coming back, which seems good. If he's going to do it. If he's going to do it.
Calvin looks like he's waiting.
I know. What's he waiting for?
Magical thing.
Yeah, there we go. So he's doing the intrigue. So you're going to get that unopposed plus the claim. Ironically. Although I think Ollie here getting Dom because of the power.
This is close. I still don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, it's difficult to call, really, isn't it? I mean, Ollie was in a pretty bad place earlier in the game, but he seems to be a lot better now. So last plots here. Calvin's got for the watch. Can you remember what that does?
Yeah, I do remember what it does.
Can you remind us what that does?
Yeah. Basically, your opponent can't win their first challenge against you.
Okay. Seems good.
But you can win it on defense, but your opponent can't win it.
Okay. And then Ollie playing weapons at the door. So
which is fantastic timing.
So the milk and the frozen solid will come back to Calvin's hand, I believe. Does the milk go back to hand even though it's terminal?
Correct.
Oh wow, okay. That's cool.
Because the rules for terminal is when the attached character would leave play, this card goes into the discard pile.
I see.
So Theon's not leaving play, terminal does not apply.
Oh, never knew that before.
There you go.
Learn a new thing every day.
What's Ollie? Well, that seems strong.
Wow. Suddenly the game swings into Ollie's favour.
I hereby announce that Ollie wins.
Okay, and a great Kraken.
Oh yeah, he's going to win. That milk coming off Theon, he's going to get unopposed power. He's going to trigger the Great Kraken. He's going to get unopposed. He's going to get power claim. Then he's going to do maybe a Victorian thing. And then he's going to do stuff. He's going to kneel out any intrigue icon with his intimidate.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you've got a unique attachment and you dupe it and someone plays weapons at the door, does the dupe save the attachment?
Why are you asking me this?
Because, like, thoughts are going through my head and I just wondered.
Well, what does weapons at the door say?
I don't know.
Each card with the printed attachment card type. Right?
Right.
So, although duplicates are treated when they're in play as if they are blank, weapons at the door says printed attachment card type. So basically, I don't actually know. I'm just trying to bluff until I can remember. But I don't actually remember. I don't think I know. But I'm going to go with maybe they both go back.
Okay.
Where's Larrick Bortz when you need him?
Well, he's not in our living room, is he?
Larrick!
Imagine if Larrick's head just popped around the corner like, hey guys, you called?
That would be...
insane.
That would be the most crazy experience of my life.
Alright, so we're on to the challenges phase here. Calvin there with a Wildlings, a Scout, and the Reducer for Night's Watch. Ollie just doing an intrigue with Wex, I think basically to get it out the way.
It's crossing, of course.
It's crossing, and also like Calvin's plot, so he wants to do the one that means the least. So he's got military and power to try. So military from Theon. That's going to go unopposed. So he's going to get Kraken and unopposed. So that would take him to 12.
There you go. Kill off the ranging party, right?
What? Oh yeah! I forgot Seastone Chair! That's so exciting. It's been in play all game, but it's been frozen, so I kind of forgot it was there. Okay, so he's taking his... Oh, he's sinking.
Calvin doing a bit of pointing.
Is sea stone chair like as a reaction, or is that like in the claim
an interrupt
part?
a claim.
Cool. So he's taking the Kraken and unopposed, and then claim, interrupt. A pathetic attempt at kneeling his faction.
I was going to say that was barely a 10-degree kneel.
And then, just for fun, giving Victarion stealth with Pike. Power challenge. It's going to finish in a sec. And yeah, so unopposed, Kraken, Lord of the Crossing, claim, and Ollie's game. So thanks everyone for watching. Commiserations to Calvin.
Fuck's sake, Calvin.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.